What's up, guys? So Money Monster is directed by Jodie Foster and it stars Julia Roberts and George Clooney. And what this film is, it's the story of this telecast that's being broadcast, this TV show that Julia Roberts is the director of, and she's behind the scenes, and George Clooney is the one in front of the camera talking about all these political, not really political, but financial stuff and all this sort of thing, and there is a crash in the system, apparently. And one person gets really affected by this, so he goes in and he causes havoc at the news station. Not really the news station, but at the station, at the place they're shooting, and George Clooney gets held up. George Clooney gets held up, and Julia Roberts is behind the camera, and she is telling him what he needs to do to survive. That's the basic plot of the film without giving away any spoilers. And going into this movie, I'm not going to lie to you, the trailers they didn't have me really hooked. And then going into the film, I didn't watch anybody's review on this movie, but I heard just some things that aren't really the best. That this movie wasn't really that wonderful. And going in, leaving the theater, I can tell you my personal opinion that I really absolutely loved this movie. I loved Money Monster. I was entertained. I was engaged from beginning to end. Everything that's going on in that, recording station, or I wouldn't even call it a newsroom because it's not really the news. I mean, technically, I'm just going to call it a newsroom for the sake of the review. But for what's going on in the newsroom and from what's going on outside of that and everybody else that's outside and dealing with these problems that are taking place, you know what I mean? I was into all of it. And I was invested in all of it because of Jodie Foster's directing and because of the writing. I thought this movie was handled wonderfully behind the scenes. And it was just so entertaining to watch. George Clooney is fantastic in this movie. I didn't know if he was just going to be just phoning it in, just being his kind of charismatic kind of self, but he has something to him, and he's phenomenal in this movie. Julia Roberts is phenomenal in this movie too. All the performances are great, especially the guy that's holding up the place. His name escapes me at this time. The character's name is Kyle something, but he's fantastic in the movie, and I loved it. I mean, there's really nothing that I have to say that's really bad about the film, only that it didn't feel like a perfect movie to me. It feels a little long. It feels maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes too long. Maybe it could have been cut in a few places. Or something, but really that's it. I was engaged. I cared about the story. I think it was a very well written story. I thought it was the characters were very well written, very fleshed out, and throughout the film, it was like, okay, we're going to get thrown right into it, and then the characters will develop through the movie. They're not just going to be right in front, okay, this is this guy, this is how he is. It's developed through the whole entire film. And I thought it worked great, and I really did love this film. And overall, I'm going to give Money Monster 4.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, that's really all I have to say about it. I loved it. I thought it was very well written and very well acted, very well directed. I just thought it was a little long. That's it. That's it. It's brief, but honestly, that's really all. That's it. I really loved this movie. So 4.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you plan on seeing Money Monster? If you did see it, what do you think about it? Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Also, you can subscribe to this channel. Just posted my review for The Darkness just recently. If you want to check that out, you can. Reviews coming out in the future. You're going to get a spoiler review for Captain America Civil War. That's going to be up, if not today, sometime in the next few days. You're going to get a review for Neighbors 2 that's coming out next week, the Angry Birds movie, The Nice Guys, Alice Through the Looking Glass, X-Men Apocalypse, that's all coming in May. Very exciting. Blu-ray unboxings coming in the future. You're going to get one for Zootopia and The Brothers Grimsby in June. So you can catch those. I'm going to be giving away the digital copy codes like I always do in my unboxings. And guys, you can follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can also follow me on Snapchat at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingerRises131. Guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching this review for Money Monster. Over and out.
I don't want you to die.
Take the shot!
You came here because you wanted people to finally listen to you. Now they are.